What's up, y'all? It's the Macism with another WWE 2K23 live stream video. And, I see what you did, 2K. I see what you did. From all intents and purposes, I think I'll go over the patch notes because there's stuff I want to test out. Mia Yim or Mi Chin and Candice LeRae. Check those cuckers out compared to the 2K22. And other than some slight tweaks and I think a facial update on Mia Yim and just adding the Trons and Mia Yim getting a new music track for her entrance. The model is no really different from the one that came out in 2K22. So the model they uploaded on Community Creations, I think somebody did put her in her attire or find her her old attire, where her old attire is in the game. But they took that model and they put the the last year's attire on her 2K22, and basically that's pretty much her. They even gave freaking Candice LeRae, here I'll even show you. So Mia Yim, she has a new photo. Mi Chin, she has a new photo thing. So her photo is updated. But the character and model is really no different from last year's game. So basically, yeah, the PC data mining community, I think a mistake was made on 2K's fault. A mistake was made by, I guess, putting data in a patch two months before the reveal of them giving us these wrestlers. So that's my conclusion to this whole thing. Because if they really wanted to go on a cheap, all they had to do was just give us the Trons and give us the music. That would have made the whole process easy. They even used the same Trons from last year's game, which I find kind of lazy. It's lazy. It's just, yeah, basically they gave us free jobber wrestlers that I think they were going to have in the game this year, but because they were not on contract, they didn't have them in the game on launch day. They weren't officially part of the roster. And so, yeah, Mi Chin, Mia, they gave them new commentary, but it's basically the same model from 2K22. It's basically the same model from last year's game. The only real tweak is in Mi Chin's entrance is she pulls down her mask down off her face compared to last year's game where she didn't do it. So it's like, because this game has new and better lighting than last year's games, you'll think these are new character models, but they're not. They're the same models from last year. I think they did do some better texturing on Mia's face. But yeah, you see in this entrance, she takes her mask down. And this entrance was in the game way before the 1.808 patch. You can go onto Revolution's YouTube channel. She showed all the entrances before the game even launched on the 17th in March. And her entrance, as well as this one from Candice LeRae, was already in the game. Her model is the same exact model from last year's game. Same exact model. Same exact model you can download off of Community Creations. So, yeah. I don't know. It's like, at this point, you can't really thank 2K. I wouldn't be kissing the company's ass for this, because a mistake was made. Something happened which makes this whole, like I said, the whole thing concerning these two wrestlers being back in the game so puzzling, is the fact that two of the models, well, Mia Yim's 2K20 model and then Candice LeRae last year's model, supposedly got patched and data mined. It was hidden, but it was in the 1.08 patch. So what's the status of other people say? And so they uploaded the models, and if I was a company, if I was doing this, I would have immediately took those off community creations. I mean, you would want something like this to be a surprise, you know, sort of like, you know, just something nice for the people who bought the game, for fans of the game. That's something you would want to keep a secret, you know? You would want to keep under wraps. But it's like it's already too late once the secret is out. It's like once the secret is out, it's like, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't take them off the site. They kept them up. They allowed to keep them up. And then they just sped off the freaking the speculation and the rumors for months, because that's all like the low tier WWE 2K23 like YouTubers. They kept on talking about the rumors and speculation behind it. And it's like, you know, maybe the data miners were onto something. They were like, okay, somebody at 2K fucked up. But oh damn. So they did, I think they did give them new commentary. Yeah, I'm just throwing her to all the corners. I'm just gonna boot kick her at all the corners if they let me. If the AI is not gonna counter or reverse it, then oh, finally. But yeah, this will probably be the first and last time you will see me use these wrestlers, actually playing these wrestlers. Like I said, I really don't care. I rarely ever use the in-game wrestlers. And so, yeah, the community got hyped all over this just to get these two wrestlers in the game. And basically, 2K just ported in last year's models. They gave Mia Yim an updated, her new entrance theme song. They gave her a new animation where she takes her mask down. And that's about it. Luckily, you didn't pay for this. If you did, if they would have charged for this, you would have been so disappointed. But it's free, so you really can't complain. It's like with them off the roster and in the roster, it's like it really doesn't make a difference to me because I never missed them, to be honest. Never missed them. And now that they are part of the roster, it's just like you'll see them in the roster, be like, oh, they're in the game. That's about it. So it's like, doesn't really matter, to be honest, with them being in the game. But you know, the community, some YouTubers, they made a huge deal about it. They made such a big sting about this. But then again, you know, these people, they live and breathe on Twitter. And yeah, they didn't, these are last year's models, y'all. Last year's models of these two wrestlers. Same Trons. Their entrances were already in this game at launch. The only thing they added was their Trons, their music, and gave a couple of, like a new animation for Mia in her entrance. And that's about it. Okay. I don't have my signature no more. Yeah. What is her signature? Is it running? I had it before, but now probably lost it. Yeah, it'll be the first and last time I use these characters, because yeah, I don't use the in-game wrestlers. But yeah, so you get 2 female jobber wrestlers for free. Same models from last year. Because I could have sworn that Mia has a new gimmick this year. I could have sworn she had a new attire this year. I'll have to... What the hell was her finisher? Why am I whipping? What the fuck is that? I'm like a whole like 12 inches from this woman and I can't do my signature. What the hell? That is not a new move, folks. I got that move on one of my wrestlers. That rope enziguri, well, harakarata. That is not a new move. And what is up with what's her name's signature? But then again, you need to expect with 2K, probably in another week they'll have a patch to fix the patch. Man, I haven't seen this finisher. Like I said, the last time I used or played Candice LeRae a lot was in 2K19. Oh my god. I was beating her ass in like the first few minutes, but now the computer comeback AI has just kicked in and I'm getting my ass kicked. Wait, don't tell me that move she hit me with was her signature. Now she hit me with her finisher. And I don't think reaching, I don't think she has a, whatchamajig. Oh, she's trying to make me tap. She's trying to make me tap. Oh, wow. Oh, well. Lost to Candice LeRae. This is the first time I lost a computer in a while. Like I said, I don't use the in-game wrestlers. I'm over here trying to do her signature. Mia Yim's signature wasn't connecting. But yeah, man. Now that that's over, this patch didn't fix one major issue that patch 1.08 broke. This patch did not fix the export function of My Rise. It didn't fix it. It didn't fix it, people. So let me show you. I just exported my Sweet Chorizo character. Actually, let me delete it. Wait, no, I'll just show you. So I went to My Rise, and the export function, like I said in my previous videos, when you export your wrestler, they should be maybe, well, I exported her, she was a 93. When I exported her before 1.08 patch, I got all my attributes that I gave her in My Rise when I beat it. Well, let me export her now. They still haven't fixed this. They probably don't know it's busted. Nobody, that just tells you how many people play My Rise and cares about it. If they still haven't fixed this. So I just exported her. So let's see. Well, this doesn't show your rating. I gotta go to whatchamajig. So yeah, the My Rise thing is still busted. When you export your created wrestler or whatever wrestler out the mode, they didn't fix it. So LJ Akira, so that's the one I exported, and this is the one I just exported. This is the one I exported before the patch. If you realize on the previous screen she was a 97, but because your percentage points don't transfer over from My Rise, only the attributes transfer over, so she's a 93. But when I brought her over just now, she's still a 75, which is what they start out with. When you put your character in a mode, they start out at 75. So yeah, export function is still busted. It does not work. And I did a whole video covering why it matters that your attributes stick. Because if you go through My Rise, you can actually make your attributes go past the parameters. the limits of what you get based on your weight class. That's what makes you can make busted cars through My Rise, but not anymore. It's like you go through all that work, you build up your wrestler with the attributes, and they don't transfer over. So you're just basically going through My Rise to do the story now. You know, whatever wrestler you put in there. that's all it is now. It's like they haven't fixed it, so that's not fixed. I want to see if they fixed the arenas as far as the PS4 version when it comes to custom modded arenas. I noticed when I downloaded some people's arenas, like the New Day arena that has a whole bunch of props around the ring, it has like a big old box of cereal in the background and other shit. When you play the match, none of the props show up in the match, and that's only for the PS4 version that I heard. So alright, here's the New Day arena. Let's see if we can update it and tweak it to see if these props work again, because they did say in the patch, even they didn't say what the fixtures was, they did say they made some creation fixes. So as you can see, you can't see the props. Which would I have to do? Was it stage construction? Yeah, so you go to stage construction, so all the props are still bugged, but if you click on them and back out, wait, did it work? Let me see. Because I noticed when I clicked on them, nope, still not working. Nope, there it is. So yeah, they start to pop up. It's still pretty glitched out. Yeah, so it's all popping back in. This is what that person did. So all the pancakes and the random shit pops in. So I'm going to accept and I'm going to save. And probably see if I can make it a new show. No, I'm not going to make it a show. I'm just going to save it. It should retain. Yeah, I would like to continue. No, I don't want to make it a show because it's already a show. Now let's see if this stuff sticks. Because this is what's busted in the PS4 version of this game. The props wouldn't show up before. So let's see if that got corrected. Because those are the only real fixes I want for this game. Only fixes is the My Rise export function and for modded props in arenas to work. That's all I wanted. Everything else is secondary and icing on the cake, so to speak. But yeah, so people made a movement. Just people wanted to be, they got hyped just to be right, be happy they got free shit. As far as Mia Yim and Candice LeRae, well, you got it, but you just got shit from last year's game. If you still have last year's game, you already had those two wrestlers. It was like it was a bunch of hype over the rumor speculation of people getting free shit that wasn't models in the game. But the funny thing is, somehow they leaked the models in 1.08 patch. What's the status? And PC modders found it and already uploaded the shit. The only thing you're getting with Mia Yim and Candice LeRae is, well, the only thing that new that came was with Mia Yim. She got new entrance music and new commentary, but everything was from last year's game. Nope, the props didn't show up. So yeah, it's still, yeah, you can't use modded arenas. So the stuff on like certain channels talk about you could do like graveyard matches and casket matches and death matches. They do not work on the PS4 version of the game. So yeah, they didn't fix that. I don't think they're ever going to fix that, to be honest. It's probably the last thing on their list of items they want to fix. But yeah, that's my created wrestler, Zero Buster Akane. Yeah, so they didn't fix the props. I still like this arena though, because I like the lighting. I like the lighting of the arena. Too bad I don't have all the props. Granted, I think all the props would have been a pain in the ass to wrestle around. But it does take up data, your data storage off your, off your save file. So as much as I like this arena, I might just delete it because it really serves no purpose unless I do a freaking whole. I might do a Bootios tournament just for the shit of it. Have it in this arena. Make a Bootios championship belt. You got the Baroness. I don't know if there's any G.I. Joe friends up there, but I love me some Baroness from the old G.I. Joe cartoon back in the 80s. I'll definitely do another alternate attire with her in her all black kind of armor military gear. Let me know in the chat if you guys want these up for download. If I do put them up to download, I probably only have them up for a day, because 2K, they are purging created wrestlers off their off the community creations. You know what? I'll just keep this arena. I'll just do a Bootios tournament. Bootios. Alright, let me go to that one thing, Smack Talks YouTube channel, where they go over the patch notes to tell you guys what the patch notes are. Oh yeah, I still got to check the moveset to see what free moves they gave us. I think a lot of the moves are for the DLC wrestlers. Let's see. Let's see what the patch notes are. Alright. So, they gave us exhausted finishers. Exhausted finishers have returned. But I don't know if the exhausted animation applies to all finishers or just certain finishers. So that's something we'll have to find out during the course when we play the game. Like if you do the Shawn Michaels Sweet Chin music, like if his stamina's low or if he's damaged, he will do the exhausted finisher motion. Let's see. They said address reported concerns where superstars might warp or clip. Yeah, I noticed that, especially in one of my created arenas, like if they're laying down in the corner before the match starts. They'll sink down onto the mat, to the ring, freaking, the ring mat. So yeah, reported concerns of reversals not triggering. They address concerns of managers not appearing for player 2. Concerns of user being able to perform a tombstone pile drivers. Users ending up in an infinite run. That been a glitch. Going as far back as shit. WWE 2K, WWE 12. especially if you try to do JTG's finisher, where he'll flip you over, and then he'll do this motion, and he'll run to the rope and run back and do this whole neck thing. Yeah, that whole endless infinite run animation has been in the code since WWE 12. Let's see. Reported concerns of running springboards not connecting. I don't think that happened to me when I played the game. Let's see. Limb damage not being accurate. I can see that. Because all moves are not created equal. Some moves do more damage than others. So an attacker will now properly fall through the top of the cell during Suplex City. Diving attacks on the announcer's table can now be interrupted before the attacker climbs to the top rope. Okay, so I can see people abusing that because it is kind of a camera cut animation. It's old school OMG animation from like WWE 13. Oh wow, did she take one of her moves? Or was it one of her finishers? Don't know. But yeah. The top rope, I guess, moonsault through the announce tables. You can stop people from doing the whole animation. So let's see, online, don't really care. They said they improved stability when using customized content in online matches. Let's see, resetting teams or participants in online lobbies, improved overall experience for community creations, uploads, and downloads. For me, it's just the loading time. The loading time for community creations some days take forever. So they say improve stability within multiple create modes. Adjust reported concerns with the video preview within created entrance. So we're going to check that out next. I don't know. I didn't really see anything with going through created entrance as far as video concerns, other than the fact where if you do use preview, it doesn't work. You actually have to select the entrance to preview it. So let's see if they did fix that. Reported concerns with color picker freezing and create a superstar. Never had that happen to me. Improve overall consistency when creating custom arenas. Well, we'll figure that out till I actually create a new arena. Universe mode, they improved overall stability. They adjust reported concerns of certain trios transitioning to tag and create a victory. Adjust reported concerns where deleting shows cause issues with rivalry actions. Yeah, I can see that. Adjust the reported concerns of rivalry action menu appearing blank when editing an in-progress show. I can see that, but I haven't experienced that. Superstars that win the Royal Rumble will now probably be booked in the title match at WrestleMania. I've seen a lot of people complain about that in the comments of YouTube videos, where they'll win the Rumble, they'll win the Royal Rumble, but they won't be booked for the title match at WrestleMania. Naturally occurring managers will now properly appear on the match card. Okay. So my GM, don't play it. They did something with language. They adjust concerns of title belts not appearing consistently during entrances. That was a problem. Late the game. Adjust concerns of display issues when using contract negotiation power. Added trophy silhouettes and career standing to make it easier to see how close a player is to getting to 10. Improved presentation of rivalry level increased. Address reported concerns of official tag team partners not having good chemistry at all times. Address concerns of a crash when participating in a season with a full roster of created superstars. Shoot, good thing I wasn't playing my GM and found that bug. I would have been pissed, because I must have used created superstars. In my faction, they just say general fixes and improvements. With my rise, general fixes and improvements, yet they still didn't fix the export function for my rise. So yeah, this was a 16 gigabyte patch, folks. This was a huge patch. But so far, let's test out the creative arena with preview, because they said it wasn't working. I do realize that it wasn't this whole time. In order to see an entrance, you did have to select it instead of just pushing square and previewing it. So let's check that out, see if that's working. See how this preview function works. Funny, it's just in the comments you had all these people asking for a freaking chain grappling to come back. I'm like, dude, just play the older games. Alright, let's see if the preview function works. I don't know, I never had an issue. So what was the thing in the patch notes again? Let's see. Where's the patch notes? Let's see. Put the video preview within creating an instance. I don't know. I think the video preview is fine. Go to full screen. It looks fine to me. I think my only issue is the fact that you can't just push square and preview a motion. That's like my only issue with it. You have to actually select the entrance and then you'll get to preview it. So yeah, so I never really had an issue with the entrance video preview issues and stuff like that. Everything pretty much worked fine for me as far as that regard. But yeah, so 16 gigs. Let's check the movesets to see if anything new got added to the movesets. Because I know with the last patch, we got quite a few new cool looking moves. Let's see what new moves we got, people. Best way to check is to go under new. I was already in there. That one's new. Oh, it's the suplex cutter. I think that was already in the game. This one definitely was already in. That was in. That was in. Oh, Strowman Reigns improved. Yeah, this was already in. This was in. That's old. Just seen that one. Yeah, that was already in. That was already in. That one. That one. That one. I think that was already in the game. Let's splash. Yeah, those are already in. That was in. That was already in. Oh, man. Fisherman's drop. Okay. First avalanche splash. What the hell? Kind of. Let's put the booty all up in their guts. This punk kick was brutal. Damn. Oops, that one. I think I've seen this one. I've seen this one. This one came in the last patch. This was in the game at launch. Already in the game. That was in the game. That was in the game. For some reason, the Haymaker Punch does not work in the previews. Haymaker Punch don't work. Yeah, these were already in the game, so it looks like we didn't get. Let's see. I think this was already in the game. Even though I think Tiffany Stratton got another version of that one. So yeah, all these were already in the game. Yeah, so we didn't get new moves. I think most of the new moves you're gonna have to get the DLC for. But yeah, as far as fixing issues that I wanted to be fixed in the game, this new patch gets a fail. I have to play the game more to see the gameplay, you know, tweaks and fixes as far as playing the game and as far as playing the arena, you know, as far as creating arenas and stuff. But outside of that, I'm kind of disappointed in the patch, to be honest. It didn't fix the My Rise export option. It didn't fix the create an arena as far as props for the PS4 version of the game. And those were the only two fixes I was looking forward to with this patch. And this patch didn't address those issues. As far as the community is concerned, reading the comments of some of the things, they're happy. Exhausted Finisher returned. And so just like when you start giving the community a bone, they want more. So now they want to bring back, they want chain wrestling back. They want more free new jobber wrestlers. Reading the comments here, they're like, ooh, I want Tegan Knox to come back. And all these wrestlers who don't really do much in the company as a whole. So I hope people enjoy They're Michin and Candice LeRae wrestlers, but they're basically the same wrestlers from last year's game. They just added their trons and music. Well, for Mia Yim, she got a new theme song. It's not the same theme song from 2K22. And during her entrance, she actually takes her mask down off her face. So you're getting, yeah, it was like all that hype, all that drama and rumor speculation of these two wrestlers to get in the game just because people want free shit, so they made it a movement. But these models got leaked 2 weeks ago. I think that's just a major screw up on 2K's fault. I'll keep repeating it. I think something got fucked up, and if I was a company, I would be embarrassed. They got leaked on accident, and yeah, it's just a black eye for the company. Company finally owns up to it, like 4 or 5 days before the patch comes out, that yeah, we're giving you these two wrestlers. But the data miners in the PC modding community, they leaked it almost a month ago. People knew about, these wrestlers possibly becoming free DLC. But I was hoping they were going to give us new models. Nope. So it's yeah, you would have been better off just downloading the models that got uploaded to creations, putting together their new attire and stuff like that. But luckily you didn't have to pay for it. They're free wrestlers, they're a part of the roster, so it is what it is. Yeah, it's not really giving us anything, in my opinion. Like I said, I don't really care for the in-game wrestlers, and it's like if I was gonna give in-game wrestlers, it would be more popular wrestlers. I would have been geeked out if they would have gave us Bray Wyatt, or if they would have gave us like some extra legends, or like who else, like just stuff like that. Give us surprises. But shit gets leaked. But it is what it is. This patch was disappointing because it didn't make the fixes for me of things I wanted to be fixed. 2 things: the MyRise export, and basically the issues with custom arenas for the PS4 version of the game. They didn't really address those with this recent patch. So yeah, I got to keep doing some tests with this game. But for those of you guys who stopped by and watched, thanks for watching. For those of you guys who are watching the video later, thanks for watching. You guys stay safe and God bless.